Hi everyone, welcome back to Talk Gara.
I'm Jackson, and here we learn English in a simple and practical way that you can use every day.
Hey learners from all over the world, welcome back.
I'm happy you were studying with us again today.
Jackson, can I ask you something?
Sure, what is it?
When you first heard the name past perfect, did it make you feel nervous?
Oh yes, absolutely. I thought, past tense is already hard. Now there is a perfect past too.
I think some of you feel the same. There are so many tenses in English. It can be confusing.
Let's check in with everyone. Are you studying English a little every day?
Or only when you feel motivated, like on a random Tuesday.
And be honest, have you seen the structure had plus V3 and thought,
Okay, but when do I use this?
that confusion is normal. Every learner feels it.
You understand the rule, but you don't feel confident yet.
That is why today is important.
We will make it simple, step by step.
By the end of this lesson, you won't be afraid of the past perfect anymore.
You might even like it a little.
Before we start, please hit the like button
Share this video with friends who want to learn English.
and subscribe to Talk Gara if you haven't yet.
Every time you do this, you help us make more lessons.
And more learners can practice English with us.
Every click really helps.
Now, let's make the past perfect super easy and fun.
Are you ready? Let's start.
When do we use the past perfect?
We use it when there are two actions in the past and one happened before the other.
Both actions are in the past, but one is earlier.
I like to call it the earlier past.
One thing happens first, then the other happens later.
What is the structure?
It's very simple. Had plus past participle, which is V3.
For example, had finished, had gone, had eaten, had left.
Always had, no changes.
Not has or have, always had.
Right, because we are talking about the past.
It doesn't matter the subject. I had, you had, they had.
Nice. Can you give an example?
Sure, I had finished dinner before she arrived.
Which happened first, finishing dinner or her arrival?
Finishing dinner happened first.
That's why we say had finished first, then she arrived.
The action with had is the earlier one.
Another example. They had left when we got there.
That feels dramatic. We arrived, but they were already gone.
Yes, they left first, we arrived later.
Too late.
Let me try one. I got to the movie theater, but the movie had started.
Perfect example. The movie started first. You arrived later and missed the first few minutes.
That is the worst feeling.
Exactly. That is why we need past perfect.
It shows which action happened first, no confusion.
Two actions in the past. One happened first.
The action with had plus V3 happens first.
If you understand that, you understand past perfect.
Now, a question. If we have past simple, why do we need past perfect?
Sometimes past simple is enough.
But sometimes it is not clear which action happened first.
Can you give an example?
Sure. Listen. When I arrived, she left.
Is it clear which happened first?
Not really. It could be confusing.
That is why we use past perfect.
We say, she had left when I arrived.
Now it's clear. She left first, then I arrived. Too late again.
Yes, that's why we need the past perfect.
It shows the order very clearly.
One big reason is it helps us know which action happened first.
Another reason is it avoids confusion, especially in stories.
Oh yes, storytelling. Can you give an example?
Sure, I was nervous because I lost my phone.
That's okay, but it doesn't feel smooth.
Now listen, I was nervous because I had lost my phone.
Ah, that sounds better. First you lost the phone, then you felt nervous.
Exactly. Past perfect makes stories flow better.
It shows cause and effect clearly.
Let me try one. I didn't want to watch the movie because I had seen it before.
Nice. You saw the movie first, then someone invited you, you said no.
Without past perfect, the timing feels weak. With it, everything is clear.
Let's summarize. Why do we need past perfect?
Number 1. to show order clearly.
Number 2, to avoid confusion.
Number 3, to tell stories in a clear and natural way.
See, past perfect isn't scary, it's very helpful.
It makes your meaning clear, and that is powerful.
Mizu, we understand the rule, but when do we use it in real life?
One common place is stories. Anytime you talk about the past, it helps.
Especially when something goes wrong. Past perfect likes drama.
Exactly. When I arrived at the party, everyone had gone home.
Ouch, that's painful. Who went first?
Everyone went home first. That's why we say had gone. Then I arrived later.
Too late. Party finished. Lights off.
This sentence tells a whole story in one line. You can imagine everything.
Without past perfect, it's not clear. When I arrived at the party, everyone went home.
It sounds like they left because you arrived. That's not correct.
Let's try another story. I was excited to see the concert, but the band had already started playing.
The band started first, you arrived later, and maybe missed your favorite song.
See how natural that feels? The earlier action uses had plus V3.
Let me try one. I brought my laptop to class, but I had forgotten the charger.
Oh no, you forgot the charger first, then realized it later in class.
Exactly. Past perfect shows that little moment of realization.
That's why it is common in stories. It explains what happened before.
When you tell a story, ask, did something happen before this main event?
If yes, use past perfect for the earlier action.
Then your story becomes clear, smooth, and natural.
Past perfect is not just grammar. It gives your story power.
Okay, Jackson, what about those oh no moments in real life?
Yes, those moments are very common for past perfect.
For example, I realized I had forgotten my wallet.
Ouch, I can feel that. Who forgot first?
Forgetting the wallet happened first, then later you realized it, maybe at the store or restaurant.
Worst timing. Past perfect helps show the exact order.
And it makes your story easy to understand. Jackson, when I said, I realized I had forgotten my wallet, which happened first?
The forgetting happened first. That's why we say had forgotten. The realization comes second.
Exactly. Here's another one. When I opened my bag, I saw that I had left my keys at home.
So you left the keys first, then opened your bag and discovered the problem.
Yes, the past perfect is perfect for that discovery moment. Something happened earlier and now you understand it.
Let me try one. I was nervous because I had studied the wrong chapter.
Oh, you studied the wrong chapter first, then felt nervous when the test started.
Exactly. Past perfect shows regret, surprise, or realization. It explains what caused the problem.
So, anytime you say, I realized or I noticed, ask yourself, did something happen before that moment?
If yes, use had plus V3 for the earlier action.
Jackson, what about reported speech? Does past perfect appear there too?
Oh yes, very often, especially when we report something someone said in the past.
Give an example.
She said she had finished the project.
So the finishing happened first, then she said it.
Exactly. Another one. He told me he had already eaten.
He ate first, then told you. Maybe you were about to cook dinner.
Yes, past perfect helps us understand the order clearly.
So whether it's stories, regrets, or reported speech, the pattern is the same.
Two actions in the past. One happened earlier.
And the earlier action always uses had plus V3.
I noticed something. Sometimes we say she had already left and there is no second action. Is that still past perfect?
Yes, definitely. Even if there is only one clause, past perfect is still comparing two past moments. One is just not spoken.
Wait, the second action is invisible?
Exactly. It's not written, but it's understood from the situation.
Can you give a clear example?
Imagine this. You arrive at your friend's house, knock on the door, no answer. Then someone says she had already left.
Ah, so she left before I arrived.
Yes, we don't need to say before you arrived because everyone understands it.
That makes sense. The second past action is obvious.
Exactly. Another one. I had just finished eating.
Finished eating before what?
Maybe before you called, before you came home, or before the meeting started. The context tells us.
So, even when we don't see two actions, they still exist in the timeline.
Yes. Past perfect always compares the earlier past to the later past. Sometimes the later past is just understood.
Let me try one. The movie had already started.
It started before we arrived at the theater. We don't say it, but we know it.
Oh, I like this. The rule hasn't changed. It's still about order.
Exactly. The structure doesn't change. The second action is just hidden because it's clear from the situation.
Here's the simple takeaway. If you hear had plus V3, ask yourself earlier than what?
If you can answer that, you understand the sentence, even if the second action isn't spoken.
That makes past perfect feel natural, not mechanical.
Yes, it's about understanding time, not counting clauses. Once you understand the timeline, everything becomes easier.
Are there signal words that usually appear with past perfect?
Yes, some common ones help notice past perfect, but they are helpers, not the main rule.
What's the first one?
Before. For example, she had already eaten before I called.
Which happened first?
She ate first. That's why we say had eaten. Then I called later.
Nice. Before often connects two past actions and the earlier one can use past perfect.
Next is after. For example, after I had finished my homework, I went out.
So finishing homework happened first, then you went out. Responsible.
Yes, before and after are very useful signal words for past perfect. Jackson, of course, always finish your homework first.
Yes, Jessica. But what about the word when? That one feels tricky sometimes.
True, when can be tricky, but the idea is the same. For example, when we arrived, the movie had started.
So the movie started first, then we arrived. Too late again.
Apparently, we are always late.
What about the words already and just?
Those are very common too. For example, she had already left, or I had just finished eating.
So already and just show that something happened earlier than expected.
Exactly. Now listen to a strong signal phrase, by the time. For example, by the time we got home, it had started raining.
That's clear. The rain started first, then we got home. Probably wet.
Yes, by the time often shows two past actions. One happened earlier.
So these words before, after, when, already, just, by the time help notice the past perfect.
But remember, Jackson, signal words are helpers. The most important thing is the order of actions.
Right. Don't just see a word like before and automatically use past perfect.
Instead, ask yourself one simple question. Which action happened first?
If you can answer that, you don't need to memorize long rules.
Just understand the timeline. That is the secret.
Okay, Jessica, I have a question. Should we use past perfect every time we talk about the past?
No, we don't use it just because we can. Use it only when it helps.
So when don't we need it?
When the order is already clear. For example, after I finished work, I went home.
That sounds natural. Why didn't we use had finished?
Because the word after already makes the order clear. First, you finished work, then you went home. No confusion.
If I say, after I had finished work, I went home, is that wrong?
Not wrong, just heavier. In everyday conversation, simple is better.
Got it. Give one more example.
Sure, I ate dinner and then I watched TV.
Very clear. First dinner, then TV. No past perfect needed.
Exactly. Key idea: don't use past perfect just because you know it.
Use it only when it makes the timeline clearer. If the order is obvious, keep it simple.
Clear English is better than complicated English.
Always.
Before we finish, one simple question to remember. Just one.
Yes, Jessica, what is it?
Ask yourself, did something happen before another past action?
If yes, use had plus V3.
If no, just use past simple. Keep it simple. No need to make it complicated.
One question, one decision. That's easy to remember.
Now let's summarize simply. Past perfect means the earlier past.
The earlier past.
The structure is had plus V3. We use it to show order between two past actions.
And remember, it's not always necessary. Use it only when it helps make the timeline clearer.
That is the spirit of Talk Gara. You don't need complicated English.
You just need clear English.
When your meaning is clear, your confidence grows.
All right, everyone. Now it's your turn. Are you ready to practice?
Think about a real situation in your life. Maybe funny, embarrassing, or surprising.
For example, I arrived at the airport, but the plane had already taken off.
Ouch, that hurts. The plane left first. You arrived later. Perfect past perfect moment.
Now create your own sentence. Think about your life.
Maybe you forgot something, arrived too late, or realized something important.
Write one clear sentence in the comments using past perfect.
Before you write, pause. Imagine the situation in your head. See the timeline.
What happened first? What happened later?
When you picture the timeline, grammar becomes easier.
Practice like this every day. Think in small stories. Use real life step by step.
Your English will feel more natural. Imagine it, practice it, write it, and fluency will come closer.
All right, everyone, let's wrap up. Practice a little every day. Make English simple. Make it natural.
If you enjoyed today's lesson, like, share, and subscribe.
That helps us create more lessons and helps other learners find these videos.
Stick around and learn with us in the next video.
Your English journey continues. See you in the next Talk Gara lesson.